show where the passion is alive. Previews and reviews keeping you in the vibe. Player ratings coming in like a tidal wave. Leeds Stephen TV, it's your football fave. Every match day we got the insight you crave. Diving into details like a deep sea wave. But kick off to the whistle, we got you in the know. Leeds Stephen TV, your football hero. We scream, we cheer, together we rise. Football's our language.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Leeds United TV. Hope everybody's doing well. Well. As an article come out a while ago. Actually, I should have done this earlier, but I was busy. But an article come out from Parag Marathi. I'm going to share it in a minute. Now, what I will say is Wolves, West Ham, Everton, whoever finishes, whoever's in that bottom six come end of next season, you need to be very worried about Leeds United, because Parag Marathi has set out his stall, if you like. So here we go. So Parag Marathi and the 49ers reveal true colours with £120 million Leeds United gesture. When Parag Marathi sat down with local journalists via the medium of the video call on the Sunday after the championship title was won, the Leeds United chairman was clear, if not precise, about what this summer would look like. Naturally and correctly, there are certain cards he's keeping close to his chest, such as his budget scope and the club's position within the profitability and sustainability rules. No need to give rivals the chance to twist you around by knowing your limits. United are, though, to be in a good position on both fronts, and Marathi is under no illusions that these limits will have to be maximised. I bet not broken this summer. The news that the club is to drum up £120 million in new shares ahead of next season only underlines the intent shown by Marathi in that call to attack the market full scale. So then he goes on to say it also shows the eagerness from the other shareholders to give the club the best chance of success, given that they have put their money where their mouth is, to invest into more shares. The cash will be vital. Informed to the United fans, we know that the club is already competing against reduced loss limits, with the Whites only allowed to lose £61 million over 3 years compared to 105 million of the Premier League regulars. These totals will not include money towards the stadium expansion. Continue reading. So PSL rules state that the expenditure can be offset by investment into the youth and women's facilities, training ground improvements, and stadium development. Some of this extra cash has to be put towards the Ellen Road expansions. There is one example of how a Premier League club aids the speed and completion of the stadium's project. The longer United stay in the top flight, the easier it is to attract investment, funds, and sponsorship for the development. So this among a plethora of other reasons underlines the importance of Leeds staying in the top tier, which leads to the need to invest heavily in the squad this summer. The other proportion of the £120 million will go towards recruitment. So we're going to be spending a hell of a lot of money on recruitment this summer. It's unclear whether this cash will add to the budget already set or simply be filtered in to top it up. After all, a budget is a budget for a reason, and within the spending rules, Leeds need to sell first before spending beyond the remit. But it is now becoming clearer that this is not the case of not having enough to spend, but rather how much they are allowed to within the rules. This draws up the PSR debate and whether it is fit for purpose, given how much it hampers newly promoted teams. But such as relegations, such regulations are not going to be changed in the near future, so Leeds will have to abide. Marathi said that he will not share the club's position within these PSR limits at any point, as to avoid other clubs cornering them into unwanted deals. But he vowed that the 49ers will spend every penny we are allowed to. So that's a statement and a half in it. He has vowed to spend every penny we are allowed to. So so he's not going to go tight when it comes to spending money on players. He's all too aware that the three promoted clubs have gone straight back down in the last 2 seasons and knows the squad needs mighty investment, which is encouraging for fans. Is that the 49ers enterprises have backed up words with action with this £120 million injection. It's worth noting that not all these shareholders took up the opportunity to take more shares, but the firm managed to raise the amount they wanted between the many others who did. That investors were offered this chance in the days after promotion points to Marathi and the 49ers top brass having this pre-planned. He and the club have now been drawing up market options for the last 6 months, so he knows the scope that he is needed to put his plans into action. The owners cannot be accused of resting on their laurels or being half-hearted. The truth is that they know that they cannot afford to be. Marath himself outlined that the main key to survival next season lies in the player reinforcement. You've got to nail your transfers. He underlined that on Sunday. So he's not missing about, guys. He's really not. We are going to build the best squad that we can with every penny that we're allowed to spend to go and compete in the Premier League. If there was a player that Daniel Farker didn't want, and if there was a player that didn't fit us for other reasons, we didn't bring him in, and so we are going to work in the same way. On the decision making process between the 49ers, the United board, and Farker, Marathi added, we're going to work very collaboratively. Probably a little bit more focused on making sure that we're making the right group decisions, because let's be honest, there is more at stake now, more money, more jeopardy. I don't want to deal with a relegation. It's that fear which is spurring the will to be proactive and due diligent. Relegation sets the club back in every way, not least in the financial knock-on effects it has, even if promotion is immediately secured. Marathi has made no secret of its long-term mission being to make Leeds United a Premier League regular once again. It's a multi-year plan building out a foundation, and the first year is survival. I get that, and anything more than that would be gravy. But it's building a plan, and that's something that we're focused on. Let me come down a bit more for you. All the right noises and are being made and being found. No stone will be left unturned, it seems. So that's the article, right? So this is why it says that the other teams who barely managed to avoid relegation this season need to be very careful, and make sure that they get their business done properly and they do their due diligence as well. Because it's I genuinely believe the three teams who were going to the two teams who have come up and have won out of the playoffs, I think Leeds are in the best position to stay in the league. So, I do think two of the three. I do think Burnley, Sheffield United, or indeed Sunderland will be the ones who go down. But I do believe that there will be one Premier League regular who goes down as well. I do believe Leeds will stay division. I'm not saying that we're going to finish eighth, ninth, tenth, or out like that, but I do believe that we're going to be highly competitive. And West Ham, Everton, Wolves. You need to be a bit concerned about what Parag is going to do for Leeds United, and compared to your owners, who's got the best chance of having investment into the team? Because I do believe that Leeds United are in the best position. I really do, and I for one cannot wait for the start of next season. Bring it on. That's what I say. I cannot wait. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching Lee Statham TV. Until next time, guys, have a great day. Speak to you all soon. Look after yourselves. Take care. Bye bye.